Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barry and today you join me in front of one of the best cars in the history of the world and certainly in the history of Ferrari. Now the sun is at all kinds of weird and wonderful angles, so I think it would be the best to show you what we have today. It is of course none other than the Ferrari 458 Speciale. Now let's be honest, there's a lot of hype around this car. The last naturally aspirated V8 Ferrari that will ever be made, in addition to the Speciale Aperta, of course. And there's a big debate going on. Is the Speciale really that good? I mean, the 488 Pista came around and everybody was like, well, it's actually a very good car. I've been in the Pista and it is a very good car, but there's just something about this naturally aspirated engine, which we actually do have open here at the moment. Just look at that, which, just by the way, I know many a YouTuber say you can't really convey weight, but it's a very, very light windscreen. But there we go, the 4.5 litre V8 pushing out 602 brake horsepower. I absolutely love this thing. I have been in it on a few occasions, and it is, let me just put it this way. You go in a car, right? You've got your McLarens, your Lamborghinis, your Aston Martins, name anything you want. They've all got a special feeling, or a certain feeling that, how should we say, that defines the car. I've certainly never been in a car, bar, say, F12 TDF, that gives me the feeling that this car does. It is just, everything about it is such a visceral experience. When you sit in the passenger seat, or even in the driver's seat, which I unfortunately have not had the pleasure of doing, it's just an undescribable feeling. It just feels like no other car I've ever been in. And there's a reason that the owner of this car still has it. It's because it's just phenomenal. And this car, just by the way, has got a decent amount of mileage on it. It's got about 30,000 kilometers, which in miles, I'm not quite sure. I actually have to work that out because, yeah, unfortunately we don't work with miles. But there we go. So I think it's time for a little walk around the car. Of course, we've got the signature Speciale wheels, the red brake calipers, or the Rosso brake calipers, and of course your carbon ceramic brakes. Of course, you've got the 305, 30, 20-inch rims over here. Over here you've got your extra, aero profile, which guides the air through here, over here, and around past the wheels. And the front brakes, oh boy, these front brakes do have some proper stopping power, believe you me. And going into the front of the car, we can see that this car is all about the aero. Over here we've got your ducts over here that actually open at certain speeds to let the airflow through around the car. We've got your vanes over here, and of course the signature racing stripe, the NORT stripe, North America Racing Team, if you didn't know what that stood for. So yeah, of course, running through the length of the car. And funnily enough, it is actually an option, a very expensive option, as are with all Ferraris. Every option is quite expensive, but I think it's worth it. I know many people don't actually like the stripe, but I certainly do. I think it suits the Speciale very well. Of course, the car is finished in Rosso Corsa, signature Ferrari red. I'll be honest, I'm a traditionalist. I like my Ferraris in red, even though, the likes of the GT Super Lusos, the Romas, the FF, they do suit other colors like your blues and your greens and that kind of thing. The V8 supercars, I think, definitely have to go with the red. And behind you, you've got your two exhaust pipes. The 458 Italia, which is of course the normal version of it, has triple pipes over here. So 1, 2, 3. This one has got a massive rear diffuser. If you can see over here, these red bits are actually active aero. They actually come down at certain speeds to give the car more downforce as needed on track, because this is of course a track car. Yeah, I love these exhaust pipes. Now unfortunately we don't have the key here today, so I won't be able to start it up, but I think we need to have a look inside the car because, oh my goodness me, it is beautiful. We've got your carbon fiber side sill over here, absolutely beautiful. Carbon fiber doors. You've got your Alcantara over here. Lightweight materials is the order of the day, of course. And yeah, you've got, this one's got your red seat belts and the bucket seats. Oh man, and these seats are actually, the car is very comfortable, I'll be honest. Even though it's tracks oriented, of course it's going to have some stiffness in it, but otherwise it is very decent. On normal roads it is a bit bumpy, but it's very much bearable. So let's have a little hop inside and Yeah, I mean, this is a seat you can definitely get used to, let's be perfectly honest. This car has the white tachometer. Of course, you've got option red, black, yellow, and of course the silver/white one. But with newer Ferraris like the SF90, the Roma, the new 296 GTB, it's all digital. I'll be honest, I actually prefer this, the non-digital one. I just think it's got such a beautiful look to it. Of course, your 458 Speciale, and of course the steering wheel. The 458 obviously being the car that introduced Ferraris with the various buttons on the steering wheel. Of course, you've got no indicator stalks. All you have are your shift pedals. You've got your left one to shift down and your right one to shift up, which I just love these carbon fiber panels. It's amazing. So here we go. Indicators, very simple, press that, and I know some people find it confusing, but apparently when you get used to it, it's very much, you just do it without even thinking about it. You've got your lights switch over here, your bumpy road mode, press that and suspension gets nice and supple. Of course, your engine start mode, engine start button. Of course, it's not a start stop button because you do actually still have a key that you pop inside there, which we don't have today. And then we have your manettino, and as you can see, right position in a race, but you can go down to sports for your comfort setting, if you will. Then you've got your wet, which if things get a little bit greasy outside, CT off for when you're feeling adventurous, ESC off for when you're feeling very adventurous. So there we go, but races where it usually sits. Of course, you've got your windscreen wipers and your spray over there, and over here you've got your F1 styled rev lights, which as the car gains revs, I think from 5,000 RPM, you'll have little lights here that go up all the way until 9,000 RPM, which this car's obviously famed for. So that's a very cool thing. Down here we've got your window buttons, window switches. You've got your hazard button, launch control, auto, so you can switch between the car being automatic or using the pedals, and then of course your reverse button. I personally love this piece of design over here. I'm not sure if you can see it decently, but there we go. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's just, oh, I love it. It's there. Everything is in reach because everything's very much driver focused in this car. Here you can these buttons change the things on this screen, and these buttons change everything on that screen. So it's not the most how should we say practical system in the world. It's sub menus and menus that you have to go through, so it's not very user friendly. So yeah, but I mean, that's there. It's changed now obviously from modern day Ferraris. You've got your parking brake over here, and your windows and your lights that you switch over there, and of course your climate control, self-explanatory, setting the climate control over there. No glove box because yeah, this is track focused, only place to put your helmet at the back here, but yeah, of course you do have the boot at the front as well, so we'll actually have a look at that. But yeah, as you can see, just carbon fiber everywhere. At the top you've got your red roof as well. So yeah, very much a car, and of course you've got your nose lift over here, which is very handy indeed. So here we've got your fuel filler cap and your boot, which we shall open up, so you can see how practical the Speciale is. Actually haven't opened up the boot in the Speciale for a while, so let's have a look and see. I need to find the catch, and there we go. And there we are. As you can see, just aero everything where the air comes through, and yeah, I mean, it's actually quite a decent boot. You could probably fit a good sized suitcase in there, and yeah, I mean, there we go. Very much a practical track car, I think we can say. So put it down gently. There we go. So there we are. That is basically a quick brief walk around the 458 Speciale. Let's just close the door for the aesthetics. So yeah, absolutely adore this car. I've always wondered this for a 488 Pista, because the 488 Pista is brilliant. It is phenomenally quick. It doesn't sound half bad, but it doesn't sound as good as the Speciale. Push comes to shove, I'd have both. That is my honest opinion. But the Speciale is just absolutely insane. I love this car so much, and I've had the privilege of going in it a few times, and every time I do go in it, man, oh man, it's just amazing. So there we go, the 458 Speciale. I hope you enjoyed the video, by the way. Unfortunately, sorry we can't start the car, but such is life. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick little walk around to show you what the 458 Speciale looks like, all the features of it, and everything that it entails. But that is all for me for now. Until next time, thank you so much. If you liked the video, make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and comment down below. Would you have the 458 Speciale or the 488 Pista? That is the question I'm asking you. But until next time, keep well. Bye.